All right, so I got a special person in the building this evening. My man, Mr. Maeham. I see you, bruh. I
What's
love the
happening?
coat. I love the beautiful blue jacket.
What's happening?
Very, very stylish. I see you doing your
Yeah.
thing. I like the varsity, the white sleeve. That's fly,
Yeah, we
man.
all custom around here,
I
man. I
see it.
represent the town,
I
man.
see it, man. You know, Atlanta got Young Jeezy and they got Dolph and they got
Right.
certain characters. And you look out west and you got people out there doing their thing. You got Neighborhood Nipsey
Right, I
Hussle. You got
mess with 'em.
people, you know, you look at Chicago and you got Dirk and them. And then when I see the Twin Cities, I'm like, oh, we got Mr. Maeham.
Got Mista. I'm the voice of the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody knows of me, they know I'm authentic. That's
Yeah.
one thing I represent is authenticity.
Yeah, we're talking to the Genuine article coming up next. Stick around.
Period.
All right, so if you're unfamiliar, this is the Modern Hip Hop Channel at 95.3. My name is Mr. Peter Parker. Every single day, I get the pleasure of, I don't know, man, celebrating local music on the radio, bringing people in from different neighborhoods, different parts of this community, and celebrate their hard work. You know, I'm not here to make artists. I'm here to celebrate the number of guys we have in the community that have just put in the time. Today, I'm very proud to welcome a friend of mine, Northside representative, my man. Say your name, man.
Mr. Maeham, if you didn't know about it, now you know.
He here.
I'm here.
I
I'm in
see
the
you,
building.
cuz. You good?
Already, I'm good. I'm great.
Yeah, man.
Great
You
now.
you've been putting in work out here for a long time.
Without question.
In the streets, in the studio. I just want everyone to recognize we have the Genuine article in here this afternoon. This is no phony. This is the real deal.
Already.
When I hear your music and I listen to the album cuts, and obviously there's singles for the girls and it's fun stuff,
yeah.
but when I listen to the product,
Right.
I have a pretty good idea of who you are and where you've come from.
Mhm.
We talked about a little bit off the mic that you spent some time away from us.
Without question.
A total of almost 6 years.
Yes, sir.
The last recent time you spent away, about 2.5, 3 years.
3.
Yeah, that's got to be for someone with talent like you, and people that really are behind you. It's got to be a kind of a frustrating situation.
It was definitely frustrating, you know what I mean? But I kept it pushing. I put an album out while I was gone, a mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I stayed on the phone. I kept grinding. I ain't hold my head down, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was more harder for my kids than anything.
Yeah, your family.
You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Dog, yeah,
The
dog.
first bid I did, I just turned 18. I didn't care. I didn't learn
right.
my lesson.
Wow,
I didn't have
man.
children.
Yeah.
The second bid, it did its toll on me because I had children. You can't raise them from in there.
Nah,
you feel me?
bro. Nah, bro.
You know, so it was definitely hard, but you know, you find a way to get through it.
What part of the city do you represent?
I'm originally from the South Side, bro. Everybody thinks that I'm originally from the North because I'm so heavy over there. I moved over there eventually, but I'm originally from the South.
Mhm.
But I represent Minnesota. I represent Money Soda, period. The earth is my turf.
Yes.
You know, I'm heavy over North, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Got some dope projects. I'm looking at this Border Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I remember this one, the Back to Business joint.
Without
I
question.
remember you moving around out here. Before, when I was here last time, I remember we connected and you were really working. You have dope talent.
doubt.
But to see, you know, someone who really is cut from the cloth and comes from the street element, and you talk about it in your music, but you also live this.
No doubt.
You find a conflict of interest at times about what you can actually say. I'm not trying to go in on this guy
Yeah,
right now, but for
yeah,
real, like,
yeah.
there's things you can say and there's things that you really can't say.
Real talk. It is. You know, it's you know, that's 100. You know what I mean? That's 100%. You know, it's like I was telling you off air and off camera, I'm not necessarily proud of my background and my lifestyle and how I came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just telling my story. People want to hear my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I tell the whole truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
It's not just
Yes.
glorifying. I don't want to glorify it. I don't want people to think it's sweet. Like, you know, I got a song on Border Wars called Talk to 'Em, where I'm talking to the youngsters. I'm telling them that, you know, you can be who you want to be. Don't get involved in the street because it's either a sentence or, or death. You
Yeah.
feel what I mean?
Right.
I went through a lot. When I was in my last bit, I lost my mother while I was down, bro. That's one of the most
Bruh.
worst times of my life ever.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
I came to visit her body in an orange jumpsuit with shackles and chains. You know, I still haven't gotten over it. So I talk about that on back to business. I have a song called "In the Sky" dedicated to my mother. You know, I talk about my story.
Yeah.
You know, it's therapeutic. My music.
Yes.
It's not glorifying the street life. It's
Right.
not fabricating or lying. You know, these are the things that makes it harder for people like me that speaks about our life. The people that are lying and fabricating and thinking that it's cool. It's not cool. My life isn't cool, bro.
Yeah.
It's nothing to glorify.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and people want to hear my story, so I
Right.
tell them. It's like a testimonial. You know what I mean?
How do you feel when you see artists that you know are not authentic telling your story?
I hate it. I hate it. You know, and my mom told me not to have hate in me. I hate it.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I can dig it.
I hate it because it's like, bro, it's nothing to play with. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
hard. I hated my life. I hate coming up.
Right.
You know, sharing one bedroom. You know, my mom had 7 kids. You know what I mean? Being on welfare, her having to deal with issues and, you know what I mean, addictions and not being around and not
Yes.
having dinner on the table,
Buddy.
having to go out and steal. It's not nothing to lie about,
Nah,
brother.
man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is serious, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
man.
talk about it. It's serious. Being shot 4 different times. You know, it's not fun. I have to have surgery coming up recently, the 4th surgery on my stomach wound. You know what I mean? I hate it. You know, it's not fun. There's nothing to
No,
laugh
bro.
about or mock.
No,
You haven't
bro.
been here. Don't talk about it. That's
Yeah.
disrespectful.
No, it's really, really ridiculous that people really even think they can get away with it, and they are getting away with it, and they're selling and they're having success.
Yeah.
So I can imagine the conflict of interest for you, who you're like, man, I can't even tell at all, and then these guys are lying.
They're lying.
And you're in this weird position where you're like, I'm not trying to, tell them myself. And then these guys are like, yo, they're
And they're
complete
sitting there lying.
phonies.
And you know, you should be able to tell because there's just too much.
Yeah, and the lingo
But
too, you can tell.
civilians aren't. You can't expect them to know the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Civilians don't know the difference. Civilians are just like, you guys are glorifying violence. This is BS.
No, man.
But it's like, I'm just really being therapeutic. I still haven't gotten over my mother passing away, so I do it through music.
Yeah, man.
I can't talk to any and everybody about my problems.
No.
I do it through music. You feel me? I don't
Yeah.
want people to think that I'm glorifying these things. I'm not living this lifestyle anymore. I'm the first guy to tell it. I'm a father. I'm a single parent. I have custody of my children. If you follow me, you see that I promote fatherhood on all my
amazing.
sites. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
but I'm telling my story though because people want to hear it.
Yes, man.
And people want to hear everyone's story. If you are a cat that came up with a good household, and you should rap about that because
Yeah, man.
I'm envious of you.
Yeah.
I never met my father.
Yeah.
You know, I have one aunt. I don't have a grandpa or grandma because my mother was an orphan.
Yeah.
If you talked about these things, I want to hear it. I
Yeah.
would listen to it because I'm envious of this. I don't know
Yeah.
that type of life. I would watch the Huxtables, you know, and imagine like, wow, there's people that really live like this. I would watch that
Yeah.
because, you know, I'm ignorant to this kind of thing. You feel me?
Yeah, no, 100%. When I see you and the more I hear your story and the more we connect, I really see a survivor. And
That's what it
and
is,
I'm
man.
incredibly proud of you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you are changing the game just by being here today.
Without question, man.
Yeah, this is it, man. We're gonna play a record right now. This is something for the ladies
Without
because the
question.
record, some of the stuff, it's heavy.
Yeah,
it's heavy
it's heavy.
content. If you'd like to see what this guy is all about, you want to hear the album cuts, you want to hear more, how can they reach out to you online?
Everywhere I'm on iTunes, Amazon, everywhere online. It's Mr. Maeham. It's spelled MistaMaeham. I'm everywhere online. You could just Google me and things are gonna pop up. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know,
Yeah.
you can listen to the real versions
Yeah.
that way. You feel me?
He's everywhere. You're never there.
You're never
Get with him,
there.
man. Come on, dog. And do you have a lady in your life right now? Do you
Yes,
have?
I do.
And that's a good thing.
Yes, I
Because
do.
I feel like, a guy like you, I see you smile a little bit when I said it. When I said that.
Yeah.
You got this Thug Love record.
Right.
It's great to see the levels and the layers to your personality because it's like
It's all real. It's
as
all
much
what I
as
go
you're
through.
a survivor and doing this, he's booed up.
Right.
You got a special lady.
Right. I definitely do.
Introduce this record for the whole area, man. Let's go.
Man, it's called Thug Love, man. You gonna know it when if you go through this and you went through this kind of lifestyle, you gonna understand what I'm going through. I got the homeboy Remedy on the hook. He's a beast. He's amazing. It's off my new upcoming album called Position of Power, hosted by DJ Drama. You feel what I'm saying?
The homie.
Thug Love, man. Let's get it in.
Come on, man. It's the Modern Hip Hop Channel. I'm co-signing all of this. Let's go.
I know, baby, but I'm grinding, trying to get to it. You can just